What's up, everybody? Welcome to the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks, coming to you live from Houston, Texas. But we're broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live. And today is Wednesday, my favorite day of the week, because it's Women Rock Wednesday. And that's some technical difficulties early. So I owe y'all 10 minutes, and I'll make sure I get them back to you. That's some technical. It was technical. Some things just I didn't see the stuff right. If it's not right, I'm not coming on. So that's what happened with that. Let me make sure I get to sign in, because I know everybody. That man said that sweatshirt clean. Yes, it is. Let me see, where am I at? Okay. Yeah, I know y'all are so used to me being on time. Believe you me, if I could have started at the right time, it was just a lot of crazy stuff going on. And and y'all know I'm gonna make sure it's right before I come on. I'm gonna make sure it's right. I don't want no fuzzing. I don't want no nothing. I'm gonna make sure it's right. But we got it. I owe you 10 minutes. So I'm gonna give you them 10 minutes back. I got you. Let me make sure I share the show to my groups. That's what I'm doing right now. Hope you're doing the same. Matter of fact, text, tag, and tell somebody. You know, so people calling me talking about, am I all right? Yeah, I'm all right. But well, the thing about it is just that I let's see. Hmm, hmm. I'm just trying to see. I got some stuff. I, I didn't have much in my teal. Hold up. Huh. Kind of weird. It's Women Rock Wednesday though. He said, I collect my set my clock by you. I know. I set my clock by me too. But let me tell y'all something. If it's not right, I ain't coming on. I'm gonna just tell y'all that right now. I gotta make sure them vitals got to be hidden. Everything got to be hidden. But we here now. We here now. Share the show, everybody. Did I? Yeah, I shared. Let me go over to YouTube and share it to my Twitter page. What happened out there? Anything happening out there? Anything exciting? Cause I got some stuff. You better get your notes out today. I got some stuff for y'all on Women Rock Wednesday. I ain't playing. I ain't playing today. Uh, yes, I got HBCU influences everything shirt on today. I mean, I'm glad y'all recognize. You better go get them. Anthony Lawrence Collection, ALC collection.com, and get them. You see the TSU tab. No, not the TSU tab. You can see these on there. And then if you want to go get the new TSU gear, go to the TSU tab. So it's we in the building. We in the building. If it was up to me, I'll wear ALC every single day on this show until y'all understand how great it is. Let's see. Shout out to the Knicks last night. Day one, the Emirates Cup. I thought it was, I mean, them dudes was playing last night, man. them dudes, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. And I did not, y'all, some stuff that I need to put on this screen that I didn't. Uh, uh, but there was some weird stuff happened last night in that game. Let me make sure. Hold on, let me see how much. Uh, See, the thing messed me up, so I couldn't download some of the videos that I wanted to play today. Let me make sure. Let me see. Let me see. Did I get anything done? No, did not get. Boy. I'm not gonna show it today. Ananobi, he played pretty good. This he just hit some clutch shots, man. Hit some clutch shots. Let me look at that. Let me look at that situation. What did he have? All I can tell y'all, uh, should I go there? You know, let me see what Ananobi had. Uh, Anunoby had 28 points. Yes. He was a +7, played well. I mean, the team is just New York Knicks. Maybe it's the coaching. Have y'all ever thought about that? We want to brag about the players. Maybe that's the coaching. Now, and y'all got to realize it's mid-season form. It's the mid-season tournament, so we can't say too. They Knicks hung their banner. Shout out to what's his name? Is his name Mike Brown? What is Brown? What's the coach name? Brown. Coach Brown for them. But it's just a lot of stuff. Fox was playing too cool for me. I don't know about y'all. Fox was playing too cool, and them youngins playing like they don't care. Those young trio, that Vassell, uh, um, what's my name? Vassell, Ron Harper, Dylan Harper, and who else they got? They got another kid. They played for Connecticut. Those three guys there, let me tell you, man, San Antonio is in good hands. And I know these kids' name. I'm still Stephen Castle. Castle. You talking about Spike Lee is a proud pop? Yes, Spike Lee had a great time. It was a great atmosphere. I don't know what people are talking about. My son calling me talking about attendance was 18,000 to all you people who running y'all mouth will sell out. 18,609 to all of you people, but Castle is nice. Let me tell you something. Dylan Harper is nice. Man, I see why they drafted that kid. Vassell is, I mean, all of these guys. Fox was just playing too cool. He made too many turnovers at crucial times to me. How many turnovers did he have? 5 turnovers. No, 5 turnovers and wait a minute. 5 turnovers and 9 assists. Can't turn the ball 5, not with these games like this. And then they went on a rebound. Let me see who won. You remember I always tell y'all, no rebounds, no ring. Let me see who won the rebounding. San Antonio had 42 rebounds. The Knicks had 59. Yo, if y'all just do me a favor when you watch the game, do me a favor and y'all just bring it to my attention any day you want to. Just go look at the stat sheet and just go look at the rebounding. Go look at the rebound. Let's go. Let's just go to the college game right now. There was some college games played last night. This is a good opportunity. Look at the rebounding. Ever wins the rebound. Let's get Kansas played against Townsend. I know it was a runaway. But let's look at the rebound. The Townsend had 45 rebounds. Whoa, watch this. See, nothing is absolute. Townsend had 45 rebounds. Kansas didn't have but 43. And Kansas beat the brakes off of them. Wow, Kansas must not have been missing that many. Hold up. Kansas, let me see how many they missed. Oh, yeah. Well, Kansas had shot 60 shots and hit 28 of them. And the other team shot 69 shots and didn't hit but 19 of them. They had a bat. You talking about Sheldon had, okay. Sheldon had, about time. Sheldon. When didn't somebody come over here and say Sheldon gonna be player of the year in the ACC? Freshman of the year. Who did they play? Miami. They ain't on my list. I ain't got them. But let me go. Let me look at the next game. Let's look at Toledo. Watch the rebounds. I just want to watch this. Toledo. Toledo had 24 rebounds, and Michigan State had 54. Y'all, most of the time. Let's look at Louisville. Man, Louisville couldn't miss a three-pointer on Memphis and couldn't make a three-pointer on Tennessee, and they had wide open shots. Boy, this college basketball is crazy. Let's see. Louisville had 30 rebounds. Tennessee had 35. Tennessee won. The team that wins. Coach, do y'all ever do Coach Fob? Any coaches on here? Do y'all ever look really into that? Really look deep into that, and just to see Miami should have been on. Just to see how the things like right there. We had one instance where it didn't work, but they outscored them by so much. I guess the rebounds didn't matter. But most time, if you get the most rebounds, you'll win. Uh, let's see what else happened. Let's get back. Let's get back to my game last night. Um, uh, Fox was, like I said, Fox was playing too cool for me. He said, "That's all I look at: rebounds and deflection." Hello, Gwen Hargrove, Winifred Hargrove. How you doing, Gwen? Happy holiday to you and your family. Also, thank you for Women Rock Wednesday. I got something for you. Stay there. I got something for you. Let me see. Let's go. Adam Silver was praising the NBA Cup. We're gonna talk about that, but it's Women Rock Wednesday, and I want to share some with y'all uh, about Women Rock Wednesday right now. Can I get to? Because Jimmy might come on later, and I don't want him to interrupt me. I want to make sure. He said you said out. You lose the rebound. If you lose the rebound, you're probably shooting at a higher level. But in case y'all didn't know, I saw something. I was waiting for Women Rock Wednesday. Share the show. Because a lot of people probably don't know this. But 7 Black women are running for United States Senate in 2026. Okay? Y'all follow me? You remember, I keep talking about the Senate. That very, very small club, that very exclusive club. It's 100 of them on the whole planet. You get 2 from each state. We got 50 states, so we got 100 senators. And I don't think it's fairly because people in Wyoming shouldn't have the same amount as we got. We got way more people in Wyoming. We got way more people than all these people, but they still got the same 2 senators that we have. Baby Kate, Belinda. But we got 7 Black women running for the United States Senate, right? There ain't but 100 of these people in the world. Share the show. And even if one of them win, we could witness one of the most historic Senate cycles in U.S. history. And I'm going to tell you why. And I'm going to break down who is running and how historic the win could be. First of all, we go to the great state of Texas, where we at right now. Had a recent announcement that the United States Congressman Jasmine Crockett has announced that she is running to fill the seat of current U.S. Senator John Cronin, a rotten Trumpite, a rotten ass Trumpite. In case you didn't know him, everything Trump said, he'll do. It's a wonder he wasn't on Epstein Island with Trump. But let me tell you a little bit about Jasmine Crockett. She's a civil rights attorney. She's a former state house rep, and she's currently serving her second term in the U.S. Congress, the House of Representatives. If she wins, she's going to become the first black senator in Texas history. Black woman, man, whatever, in Texas history. Next, we'll go to Illinois, the state that actually already made history once. Back in 1992, Illinois elected Carol Moseley Braun, the first Black woman U.S. senator in U.S. history. Carol Moseley Braun, the first Black woman senator before Kamala Harris in U.S. history. Okay? Now, in 2026, the state has that particular state, Illinois, Thaddeus Moody and Eric, they had 2 Black women running to fill the seat of retired Senator Dick Durbin. He ain't did nothing up there nowhere. Current Lieutenant Governor, her name is Juliana Stratton, and the current Congresswoman from Illinois' 2nd Congressional District, Robin Kelly. So they got 2 Black women running for that seat up there to be the Democratic nominee to go against the Republican. Okay. Now, if either one of them win, they're going to become the first Black woman to represent Illinois in the Senate since 1999. Okay? So it's been a while. Now, let's go over to Kentucky. Y'all watch this. It's Women Rock Wednesday. Let's go over to Kentucky, where current state representative Pamela Stevenson, as a retired Air Force colonel, and minority leader of the Kentucky House of Representatives. She is running to fill the seat of retiring U.S. Senator Mitch McConnell. Mitch McConnell, who his only claim in life, if you go read his memoirs, he wanted to be Senate Majority Leader so he can always be in position so he can reside over the proceedings of who going to be on the Supreme Court. He, the one, helped Trump stack this. So if you're mad at Trump, be mad at this is the mastermind behind it. This is the mastermind. When people be talking to you, you're going to be the smartest person in the world. So y'all talking about Trump, but this man, Mitch McConnell, Moscow Mitch, that's what I call him, because he hang with them folks over in Russia too much for me. So I call him Moscow Mitch. If she wins, she is going to become Kentucky's first black member of Congress ever. Ever. That is Moody. I just said Lieutenant Governor. I think I just said Lieutenant Governor. I think. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I said current Lieutenant Governor Juliana Stratton. I think I said that. But let's go. I tell you about Mitch, about Moscow Mitch. I told you about that. If she wins, I just told you. Down in Mississippi, down in the Delta, down in the Mississippi, N-I, crooked letter, I, crooked letter, humpback, I. Mississippi. That's what they used to say about Mississippi. That's how you learn how to spell it. Down in Mississippi, Priscilla Williams Teal. Give me a little drink on that. Priscilla Williams Teal. I'm just gonna wait on that name to catch up with y'all. Priscilla Williams Teal. One more time. Sonia. Priscilla Williams Teal is running to fill the seat of this redneck U.S. Senator Cindy Hyde Smith. Ain't never voted for nothing to help nobody that look like you and me. Ever. Williams Teal is a teacher. She's a social justice activist and the cousin of Emmett Till. I tried to keep giving a name for you so somebody can catch it. The cousin of Emmett Till. Right? Mississippi hasn't had a U.S. black senator since Reconstruction. Y'all, that's 1870s. But they have never elected a black woman senator either. Let's go over to Oklahoma. Y'all look these women up. Let's go over to Oklahoma, where Nikyla Jasmine Thomas is a nurse and active duty military spouse. She's running to replace the current senator. His name is Mark Wayne Mullen. If she wins, she's going to be the first black and Native American woman senator in Oklahoma history, as well as be the first black senator the state has ever elected. And finally, South Carolina. Catherine Fleming Bruce. She's an author. She's an activist. She's a historic preservationist. Is challenging current senator, little terrible ass Lindsey Graham. Got to get him out of there. South Carolina's first black senator is the current U.S. Senator Tim Scott. I don't count him. Who was appointed to the position in 2013 first before he ever ran. But the state has never elected a black woman before, right? These people are running in Democratic primaries, and they are going to have to win these primaries before they advance to the general election. 2024, 2024, 2024, 2024, 2024, 2024, 2024, 2024, 2024, 2024, 2024, 2024, 2024, 2024, 2024, 2024, 2024, 2024, 2024, 2024, 2024, 2024, 2024, 2024, 2024, 2024, 2024, 2024, 2024, 2024, 2024, 2024, 2024, 2024, 2024, 2024, 2024, 2024, 2024, 2024, 2024, 2024, 2024, 2024, 2024, 2024, 2024, 2024, 2024, 2024, 2024, 2024, 2024, 2024, 2024, 2024, 2024, 2024, 2024, 2024, 2024, 2024, 2024, 2024, 2024, 2024, 2024, 2024, 2024, 2024, 2024, 2024, 2024, 2024, 2024, 2024, 2024, 2024, 2024, 2024, 2024, 2024, 2024, 2024, 2024, 2024, 2024, 2024, 2024, 20 to run against the Republicans. Y'all, in all of U.S. history, only 5 black women have ever served in the United States Senate. Carol Moseley Brown from Illinois, Kamala Harris of California, LaFonza Butler of California, Lisa Blunt, Lisa Blunt Rochester, Delaware, and Angela Also Brooks at Maryland. Right now, for the first time ever, 2 of them are serving at the same time. Also Brooks and Blunt, 2 black women right now. We get 1 more in, 2 more in. So out of these candidates, y'all, who y'all think can have a chance to win? I got to give y'all that. But y'all, I saw something the other night. That a person that I know got on that sorry ass Fox News channel. Y'all notice I thought Fox can't pay me to come on their channel. Because I know who they are. I don't care because it's local in Memphis. I know who Rupert Murdoch is. And I know he don't care nothing about people that look like me. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to hold that. Because I want to come back to something. Because it's Women Rock Wednesday. But I want to shout out, best of luck to Elle Duncan. Elle, you're a superstar already. She's leaving ESPN to go to work with Netflix. But she said some interesting things, and I didn't tape them on the show, and I didn't tape them, but I want y'all to go back and look at the interesting things. I love her, but let me show you this Women That Rocks Today. Y'all got to excuse me a minute, because these women, y'all men, we need to start doing some of this senator stuff. Black men, we got to start being senator. Cory Booker can't be the only one up there. These women, y'all, come on now. Y'all, my young fellas. But I saw something about Elle. Let me go. Y'all, I'm gonna give you her first show. Give you her first show.
This is Sports Center live.
11 a.m. Sports Center. I am Elle Duncan. He is Jay Crawford. But for today's purposes, you can refer to us as the tweeners.
Yeah, sort of filling the time between the soccer matches. By the way, this is Elle Duncan's Sports Center debut. So welcome.
Go easy on me.
On behalf of all of us.
Thank you.
Here at ESPN.
Oh, wow.
From the debut to the finale. Welcome into Sports Center. Elle and Kevin on board. You ready for the next 60 minutes?
As ready as I'll ever be, Kev.
Dan Orlovsky going to break down how Bo Nix is leading the Broncos charge, making her very happy.
Yes.
I like her. And I told y'all I like this little crew right here. I like this little crew, y'all. We're going to talk about this stuff, man. Hold up. Watch the big 3. I call them the big 3.
I love y'all. All spells. Yeah, vibes. Let's go. Make some noise and give some love to the ultimate point guard, Elle freaking Duncan.
You could say this is a royal flush. I've got 2 queens, and I'm your resident joker. Lauren's on the floor. All bets are off. Be ready. Okay.
I've never seen my players gawk over anybody but y'all.
We're going to close the show like we always do with a bit of a vibe check. 1, 2, 3.
Yes!
2, 1. Sarah Strong.
Elle,
How are you feeling in 3, 2, 1? Embarrassed. Are we chugging this?
Oh, y'all going to have a good time in this game.
That's going to do it for us. Ryan, Rebecca, and Holly. We'll love you too.
Love you more.
Oh, my goodness.
The baddest big 3 in hoops, and we have to make this a party. Come through, Dre. Where's my girl Drea at?
Oh, my God. Oh,
That's my girl.
Elle, listen, you know we love you so much. Don't make me cry. Don't make me cry. You threw yourself into women's basketball. You studied, you asked questions, you listened, you learned, you brought terrible dad jokes, but you also brought out the best in us. We love you. We adore you. Another thing that you are just amazing at, Elle, you were so amazing at something that happened so organically, but connecting to us and connecting to the fans and connecting to the players and the coaches. You were the glue. You were our point guard. We love you so incredibly much. We're going to miss you. You led Vibe Check through and through. We're going to flip this on you. Chanae's got to pull it together. I'm trying not to cry.
Y'all, I'm trying not to cry because I watch those women. Because I watch women college basketball. I told y'all that Andrea Carter, I forgot her name. Yes, Andrea Carter. Y'all, she one of the people that I listen to so I can learn from. So when I call these games, her knowledge of the game, man, when you just watch, she is unbelievable. Whenever you find her calling a game, just watch it. If you're a student of the game, you're going to leave there learning something about her. But shout out to Elle, man. That's a hell of a group. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. The last, that's the woman that Kendrick Perkins come on there talking about, yeah, you want to get rid of her, you need to get you some of this perk. And she just blew it out. I don't know. I mean, I got yeah, I don't think I had that, but I thought that wasn't good. I ain't like that. You know what? I never downloaded it because I wasn't gonna never play it. So I won't play it now. But shout out to that Elle. Shout out to her. Just unbelievable. I got some stuff in high school basketball. Somebody asked me a question the other day, and I said, and I want to ask y'all. Lakeisha, high school coaches in Houston. Do you allow your former players that are playing in college that come home for the break, do you allow them to use your facilities? Because I think it should be commonplace. Somebody help me with that, Jay. If anybody know anything about this, thank you for sharing the show, Sonya. Do anybody know that? And I got a message to my young guys out here too. The players on basketball teams, because we getting ready to go into district and all that stuff soon. Very, very important. But I'm asking, because these young kids finna come on their break. Do high school coaches allow your former players that are playing in college and home for break to use your facilities when they come back home on break? I know, I know when my son came back, I didn't need to use the school, but I think we could have, because we had Westside Tennis Club. We can just go there, Jay. So, but these kids need, when they come home, they be wanting to do something. You know what I'm saying? And I just wonder, I guess nobody else, nobody got a son off in college playing basketball. Is anybody on there? Find me some people. If y'all find some people, share the show, man. Text, tag, tell somebody. I know there are some. Lakeisha, you know there are some. Okay. There's some, but it should be commonplace to me. One of my kids, I'm getting back in the gym. If the school system allows it, and I don't want you to get fired, coaches, but if the school, the principal allows it, those guys should be. And then I got a message from my young athletes out here. Do me a favor and don't be jealous of your teammate that's the best player. They really actually make life easier for you. Learn how to play off of them. And one of my friends brought it up to my attention the other day. Have anybody had that happen in their life? Your son having to be the best player and people were jealous of him? Well, I have. I spent my son's whole high school career, a little bit in middle school, but the coach was just so strong in middle school. He just didn't allow it. He saw it, and he brought it to my attention. And those same same players, some of those same players, went to the high school with him. So I'm just asking, and I'm my young players out here. Don't be jealous of your teammate that's the best player. They actually make life easier for you. Learn how. I don't care if it starts with the parents or not. Parents too. A lot of you parents out there, Brandon Weefall, don't you know it's probably some parents think you jealous too? And the reason I can say this, because y'all got to understand, I hear stuff. I hear a lot of stuff out there. And ladies and gentlemen, one of our biggest rivals in high school was Bel Air. Dirk Menifield's son played for Bel Air. My son played for Westside. They were bitter rivals and bitter fights and bitter wars. But me and the daddy and the sons, they still probably talk to this day. Me and the daddy still talk. Ladies and gentlemen, I mean, I was on the team, the Houston Hoops, where they had 3 NBA players on the team. And I didn't do nothing but support every player on the team. They were better than him. I told him they making life easier for you. You should leave the EYBL and assist. Because you got Justin Jackson and Kelly Oubre and who else? And Justice Winslow to throw the ball to. Learn to play off of them. But these parents in these days, these are the messiest ass parents and the jealous ass parents I ever seen in my life these last few. But why are you jealous of teams that make, because they the best player? It's okay. He ain't better than my son. Man, it's a parent told me the other day, I don't see the difference between Jeremy Fears and my son. They played against. It's a big difference. Jeremy Fields was a lottery pick. Your son is just barely in college. Ladies and gentlemen, could y'all help me? Lakeisha, listen, even if you was jealous, let me know why. This is a safe space. I ain't trying to call nobody out. Ladies and gentlemen, I used to have a gym for everybody on my son's high school team. If we couldn't practice over there, extra work over at the high school, the middle school coach said, man, you got the gym anytime you want to. The players didn't come just because my son's father got the gym. That's why none of them really played in college. So when I saw this, don't be jealous of a teammate that's the best player. They actually make life easier for you. Learn how to, tell me what y'all thinking. That if I talk bad or don't like about this player, how does it help your player? Maybe y'all got some secret that I don't know. And it's mighty quiet on this damn feed. Do me a favor. Text somebody else, because all your soft-ass people, I ain't got time for y'all today. This Women Rock Wednesday. We going to keep it real today. It's okay. If you was jealous, it's okay. Explain us why you was jealous. Then we wonder why we have players who think they're better than others. And no, I ain't talking about players who think they're better than these. I'm talking about players that's actually the best player on your team. All the college coaches coming to see him. Every college coach come to the gym is come looking at this guy. It's okay. Why are you jealous of him? Parents? I'm just curious. Boy, I guess this a hot. You know what this showing me? It's a whole lot of jealous ass parents out here. It's a whole lot of jealous ass parents out here. Coach, y'all don't even want to talk about it. Text somebody. Y'all know somebody who got a kid? Find me somebody who is the best player on somebody's team, then find me somebody who's not the best player on the team. But the problem is, I guess she said, everybody think they the best. Man, you know who's the best. My friend, my partner, who just texted me, tell me, help me. They just sent me something. They said, schools I know that allow returning players to use their facilities: St. Thomas, Second Baptist, Woodlands Christian, Seven Lakes, Atascocita. Shout out to these schools. Houston Christian, Jordan High School, Shadow Creek. Yeah, Shadow Creek does. Crosby, Summer Creek, North Shore, South Falls, Ridge Point, Yates, Cypress Creek, and Wheatley. Those coaches allow their former players to come back on the break and play. He said it's hard to admit that. Wow. It's hard to admit that. Okay. He says hard to admit that. Is that what it is? Thank you. C.E. King. Janet said, I think it's sad. Janet, that's why I'm addressing it. Janet, I'm the one who addressed stuff that everybody don't want to address. Everybody want to get on here and talk about, well, he get me to want to talk about. Yeah, I'm talking about, listen, if you send me some information to Shop Shop Htx, Shop Shop at htx@gmail.com, I'll talk about your kid. Folks don't want to show they slip. Yo, listen. I'm just trying to figure it out. Because I went through a school. Baby. Y'all don't understand, man. I'm a parent that was just on the other side. All I did is get my boy in the gym to make sure he was short. He was going to be a 6-foot guard, 6'1". He got up to 6'2". That's all he going to get. I wanted to just make sure he was the best player. You know what I did? I said, I want to make sure the best shooter, the best dribbler, the best passer, the best rebounder, the best hustler. Because if you one of them five, you're going to be hard to keep off the floor. Y'all never forget. We had a lot of work. Me and this little boy had a lot of work to do. But he kept chugging at it. And I was hard on him, but he kept chugging at it. I never felt sorry for him. I feel sorry for him now when I go back and think about it. But back then, let's go. We got to get, you told me you want to be a great basketball player. And I told you, you got to do it my way, son. I don't want to hear from your mama. Mama, he working me. So I don't want to hear all that. He came to me and said, I don't never want nobody to be able to call me sorry in basketball. Ain't nobody never called him sorry ever again. He said, hard for me to admit I was wrong about my son and the decision I made. I know. It's all right. This is a place we can talk about it. Yo, we make mistakes. See, what happens, and I keep trying to play, if you got a plan, Work your plan. If your plan don't work, but what is my plan? Listen, I never went around talking about other people's sons. If a college coach called me about another player, man, that man can play. I might not like his daddy, but I'm gonna talk. I just can't get mad at the little boy. And it just messed with me. Y'all, I've been on teams where my son was the best player. Y'all don't remember this, and I told y'all this. We had joined this team for the first weekend. Never forget this. We went up to Austin with this team. They was little, and they was playing, and dude was in stands. His son was playing against my son's team. My son just got there, right? First weekend. So the guy, smart enough, he's so smart, he just asked me which one my son. And I told him he on the bench. He ain't came in yet. He said, okay. So, son came in the game, and immediately things changed. The dude leaned over to me and said, why isn't he starting? Watch this. I said, we just got on the team this weekend. He said, I don't care when he got on the team. Do you see what just happened? I said, yeah. You don't bring people like that off the bench. But guess what? First weekend, I know how parents are. I'm used to it. Now, he started every game after that, but the man saw it and don't even know me. And then guess what the man did? He took his phone and wrote me a message because he didn't know who was around him. He said, who is number so-and-so? I said, that's the coach's son. I texted him back. I said, that's the coach's son. He said, okay, that figures. That figures. He turned that thing over 10 times. He's still in the game. That figures. Ladies and gentlemen, I understand. I was on a team with the Houston Hoops. They had my son on the bench. Listen to me. In his last summer, when all the college coaches coming to see him play, but they had to play. It's the EYBL. So the EYBL wasn't built for kids like my son. It was built for the Kelly Oubre's and them guys and the key phrases and all that. So my son, but what happened? What happened? As the season went on, dudes fall off. So the only tournament we ever won, as good as that team was, only tournament we ever had won is when he ran the thing. He was at the helm. The only tournament we ever won. Every other tournament we got to ask. I mean, we didn't get beat that bad, but we didn't win no tournament. But we went to the what you call it? We went and won it then. But somebody came in my house, man. But but when somebody asked me, they said, but don't be jealous of your teammate. That's the best player. They actually make life easy for you. Learn how to play off of them. He said, that testament to your character, bro, Hatter. A lot of parents forget the social ability, skill accepts. They would blame it on their competitive nature. Man, I just sit back and chill. You got to understand, I knew what I had. I didn't care what nobody said. I knew if he got the right opportunity. You follow me? If he had the right opportunity, it was going to be all right. I tell people, like some people, because he wanted to play in the EYBL. I didn't care about no EYBL. I was over here. I wanted to stay with the franchise all-stars. He said, I want to play on the EYBL. He said, just give me a tryout. I'm gonna kill everybody who the point guard. He went. They had one tryout. That's the only practice they ever had. Right. As soon as practice was over, they was going to their trucks, bringing his gear out. You on the trip with us. You got to make sure you're ready, man. You can't be mad. I couldn't be mad at somebody else. It's people in that gym today who didn't make it, still mad. Probably still mad because they signed to make it. Y'all, I've lived this. A lot of people ain't lived this stuff. I'm living the same stuff that y'all going through. I lived this. It wasn't like nobody telling me, saying, I ain't never had no son, but I'm reporting something that happened in my life. And everybody who been in them circles, they understand it. He wasn't always that good. He had to work. Eric said, how does a funny thing? Hold up, y'all. I mean, sometimes we need to talk about this stuff. These people be just, listen, somebody on my show, I'm doing my show one day, doing this show. Somebody text me and call me after the show. Tell me I let somebody say something about her son on the show. I let somebody. See me? Y'all don't understand. I done been through, I'm sitting in, y'all got to realize, West Side was unthought of. Y'all go back to them times. Don't nobody think about no West Side. They even told me, man, don't go to that school. That's a football school. I told my son, get what he told me. It's going to be a basketball school before I leave. He said, Dad, I don't want to go nowhere. I don't want to go follow nobody else. They want us to come to the village school. So it would have been him, the twins, Dylan Jones. They were going to get all the top players, and all of them was going to go to the village school to make village school a power. My son, we went over there, worked with him. We worked out. We was in the gym working out. Man, Ross said, man, I don't want to play with them. He said, Dad, Andrew got to have the ball in his hands. I want to have the ball in my hands. He's 6'6". I'm 6'1". They're going to get a ball to him. I'm going over here. I never forget it. But being jealous. I wanted him to play with them. I ain't going to lie. Don't tell him I told y'all this. I wanted him to play with the twins, Andrew and Aaron Harris. I wanted him to play with them. But I asked him, he said, no. Dad, where do I fit? This high school boy said, Daddy, how do I fit? What, just sit me in the corner so I can shoot? Because I can shoot? No, not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. I got to run the team. I'm a point guard. Ed Harris. It's crazy. It's crazy to me, Ed. Ed, when I go back and think about it. I'm just sharing y'all. I'm communicating. I'm telling y'all something that actually happened. I'm not one of these guys who ain't had no son. I had a son just like y'all. I had a son just like y'all's. Man, I think about those things. That's why I want to share that stuff with y'all. When parents talk to me, y'all talking to a dude that went through this same stuff that y'all went through. I'm not no evaluator. I ain't got no website. I ain't got none of that. But I took a little midget, a little bitty guard, and help him usher. When he left here, he's one of the best players in the state. Top 10 in the city. And 4 or 5 of those top 10s were football players anyway, so he probably was. And he went and left here on day 1 to go to college and started in his first ever game. That man said, thanks for listening to your son. It was his journey. Absolutely. Dr. 3, great relationships are built on trust. I bet he telling people, I think yes, he does. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you, I'm up at the Cornell. He was getting his hair cut. So the dude who was cutting his hair, I never forget, he called him. He said, Rob, I'm going to cut your hair, but I got a little young kid that I want to talk to. I want you to talk to. So I'm sitting there listen to Robert talk to the young boy that was going wafer, wanted to quit school and do all kind of crazy stuff and quit school. And I'm sitting there watching my son, listen, telling that young man everything that I taught him. And I used to think he wasn't listening. And he was sitting there talking to that young man, had that young man feeling he can jump and touch the moon. That was one of the most proudest moments in my entire life. Hearing. Because I'm thinking, you know how you tell your son something, you're talking to him, and he don't never, man, the things, and somebody interviewed us the other night. Well, I went to a partner of mine's restaurant. I didn't know. We just went to the restaurant to support him, and he started interviewing my son. And my son said, and he said, man, Guy was asking, all the stuff that you've done, going to Cornell, doing the Ivy League thing, going all this stuff. He said, what? He said, what was your secret? He said, I listened to that man right there. I listened. I didn't like it, but I listened. I mapped out something better than I had myself for him. All I did was mapped it out. Y'all, this is not bragging. This is just me just helping somebody. You know your son. I knew who he was. I told you, he had the mental aptitude of a Fortune 500 company president. You know why I know? Because I've been around them before. More than a NBA player. You know why? Because I've been around them before. So I knew what I had. So like I told y'all yesterday, if my son could play the violin, I'm going to get him the best. Y'all, listen, I call myself getting my sons the best trainers. My son trained too. His problem was, Lakeisha, he didn't like the other people training. He liked me training. And I was hard on him than them. Y'all please figure that one out for me. She said, I love the fact that mine recognized his strength and perfected that, which was defense and assist. We decided there was no room for jealousy because that takes up too much energy for growth. Wow. See, this is why we need to talk about this. Somebody need to hear this. Lee should lead his conference now and assist right now. He lead it. See? I'm going to let that sit right there for y'all. Let me put that back up there one time, Lakeisha. This is amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, I mean, I didn't do nothing so great. I just worked. Yo, The man was in the lab with John Lucas now. Get what he told me. Man, I'm not, Dad, is too many damn people over there, Daddy. I can't get no reps in. He said, can I just work out with you? But I wanted to take him over there. I want him to get in the gym with that's where all the players were. He said, but Dad, I can't get no reps. There's too many players. That's why I love when he went over the gym with TJ Ford over the Kincaid. Got to working out with DJ Augustine, Rashard Lewis, and all them guys. He's the only high school player in there at first. Then Jeff Roberson came. I never forget it. You going to play against them, you're going to destroy everybody else. You playing against DJ Augustine, Brandon Johnson. Do y'all think I was worried about it? Listen. The man went 1,700 miles away from home. 2 plane rides away from home. Just go on your calendar, because a lot of people don't know where Cornell is. It's in Ithaca, New York, upstate New York. Even if you fly to New York, that's one way, but then you got to take another plane to Ithaca. Or you can drive a car for 3-4 hours and go to Ithaca. Or you can fly to Syracuse. Then you got to drive an hour to Ithaca. That little boy, now I told him this now. The first night you get to campus, the first night y'all play open gym, you find out everybody who think about playing point guard, and you tear his freaking heart out the first damn night. You want to make him think he made the wrong decision coming to this school. See, that's how I train mine. Go, son, go have fun. No, I said first night, not the second night, not the third. It's kill or be killed. You're going to either be the hunter or the prey. The young man called me back that night and said, it's a new sheriff in town, Dad. It's a new sheriff in town. But ladies and gentlemen, I was thinking about the birth of a cultural icon. I like it when I have something to do with something. He said, oh my gosh, I've heard this. They understand value when they're laser focused and value the workout times. When between those lines, nothing wrong with that. They know. Yeah, these kids know. These kids smart, man. But I want to talk about the birth of a cultural icon. Yo, it was some thought and some prodding to get the Anthony Lawrence collection. Ladies and gentlemen, in case you didn't know, on the radio broadcast coming soon, when the SWAC start on the KTSU radio broadcast, I will be doing the play-by-play. I got this affinity for HBCUs even before I started doing this. And when I go to all the HBCUs, I see Lakeisha and all her friends. I see the people at Southern. They posting all the nice gear that they had. And then I go to TSU games and I don't see nobody with the gear like they got. So I said, Mr. Favre, what can he said, man, TSU don't support. I said, Favre, just do me a favor, man. That was then. This now. We got a new generation of kids. We got a new generation of people. We got a new generation. Sometimes, y'all, we can't. HBCUs influence everything. We should have the best. Why we always got to have the worst? Jay Jackson said, hold on, Jay, I'm gonna get all that for you. But Lord, when I told them, they set out, I'm trying to find my stuff. They set out to find, and it came out. It's one of the first. So let me explain it. This is called the H-Town Howler. This particular, the hoodie. Watch this, the Anthony Lawrence collection has always built a legacy on innovation, quality, and authenticity. When the idea of Houston-rooted Tiger took shape, the Houston, Southern got their Jaguars, and Jackson got their whatever they got, these people here. Grambling got their Tiger. But this here is TSU's Tiger. It took shape. The goal was to create a character that would feel alive, someone who could walk through H-Town and be recognized as one of his own. This thing was made just for Houston. So the design team studied the city, the slabs gliding down MLK, the skyline that rises like a crown, the rhythms of Third Ward, the fierce loyalty of Tiger Nation. Tiger Nation got some great fans. It's some up in North Carolina right now. They're playing the North Carolina State tonight. I know some fans down there now, some alumni right down there now. They should be having these shirts on. From those inspiration came the sharp eyes. Let me make it bigger so y'all can see it. The sharp eyes, the bold stripes, and the signature attitude that defines the AL Collection's H-Town Howler. Every line was drawn with intention. Every detail was built to speak for the city that always moved forward. Ladies and gentlemen, this was made for you. If you don't even go to TSU, you ain't no alumni at TSU, this was made for you. You live in Houston. Go to that website, look up Anthony Lawrence Collection, man, and you can also get this. HBCUs, because HBCUs influence everything. You follow me? I ain't gonna lie. Lakeisha, I used to see that stuff you had on. I said, whoa. She's went to Grambling. I said, damn, her stuff look way better than all these people in here. Let me turn this fan on. Hold on, y'all. Lakeisha, you started it. But instead of, I didn't get jealous. Yeah. I didn't get jealous like these parents. I said, Lakeisha got that. I said, Grambling got that nice stuff. I said, man, can you do something, TSU? He gave me some for Memphis. Special edition, signature line. Yeah, I'm serious, Keisha. But I went. See, sometimes y'all closed mouth never get fed. We can't sit here. Like if you need something on this show and you don't want people to know it, Shop Shop Htx at Gmail. I don't let nobody know. Everybody who ever emailed me know. And y'all, hold up, y'all. I forgot. These letters right here, they got this little carpet-like feel. I don't know what their material is. What it's called something. It feels like a carpet. It gets a name for it. Cambril or some kind of braille. It's off the chain, y'all. This just ain't nothing pasted on there. This it's raised. What do you call that, y'all? It's something, some kind of stitch. I mean, some kind of. I love it. I mean, it's different. I'm just telling y'all. HBCUs influence everything. So back to my regular scheduled program. Cause I was thinking about Jay Jackson said my kid did well. Watch this. Y'all, let me put it on the screen so everybody can see. Okay. He said, my kid did well from 4th to 7th, AAU and middle school. But I was pushing him. Then I fell back because so much resistance. Yes. Hold on, let me put you back up there. I love this. I love this. So much resistance. After listening to one of your examples of interaction with your son, wow, I let him do his thing. He fell off. Fast forward, he's a sophomore playing varsity. Hold on. He recognized he had he worked harder, he'd be further along. It's a newly open school with no seniors, so he has the opportunity for his work ethic to show growth and be an outstanding high school basketball player. I told him it's all up to you, son. And make sure you let him know, Jay, where you got that information from. So he can use this information as a resource for him. This ain't just for y'all grown folks. I want y'all need to share this stuff with your kids. It ain't enough for you to know. See how valuable this show is? This platform is? It's building the people. It's Rhino checking in with your hand. What's up with you? Rhino, my man. Oh, my favorite golf. Man, I'm looking at some of your stuff yesterday. You coming out there saying, Rhino, when the weather get better, man, we got to get Chanel. That's Chanel. That's it. Thank you, man. Thank you. What I called it something else. Rhino, y'all one of the best golfers. They call them soft hands. Y'all look him up. Jay Will, hey man, Rhino, I just got to watching you yesterday coming in out the sand. And I just hadn't had a chance. I was gonna use your method. I was gonna use it the next time the next time I can, man. Thank you. But I want to get out there. I promise you, me and you, we ain't gonna let this new year go. Because I need you to come on this show. You need to talk to people about golf. We need to form a golf people on this golf space on this show. Golf is a great sport, and we need ambassadors to get our young kids more involved. So if they involved early, the better they get. But man, I promise you, man, I'm serious. You inspire me. You inspire me. I never forget me. I went to the course right after I saw long time ago. I saw you in the match with the with the guy Roger Steele. And I said, wow, you know what? I liked it. I should have been there on Rhino's side. Then I would have been checking that other little dude who was talking that stuff. See, he might have had his dude, but you would have had me. You think? And guess what? And you know what I would have told the little dude? Hey, forget them. Let me and you go play. Let me and you go play. That'll say this little ass. Let me and you go play. That's where I am, Rhino. So, man, we got to get together, man. We got to go. Even when the weather ain't this good, we're gonna go somewhere. I'm gonna get a place for us to meet. We're gonna go meet up, man. Hey, but you are inspiration to me. Okay? You're inspiration to me. Somebody said, how do we push our kids because of past failures and want our kids to avoid the pitfalls? I got you. Hold on, let me put that up on. Let me put Rhino on. Let me put Rhino up on the screen. Then I'm gonna thank you, Daryl Barnes, Chanel. That's the name of it. That's the name of it. Daryl Barnes been doing this. He's eclectic. He got so much stuff he got. He's a Renaissance man. He said, how do we push our kids because of past failures? And one, our kids to avoid our pitfalls. That opens the door to bad decisions. Not necessarily, y'all. I mean, you can make decisions, but I keep telling y'all, I never told my son what to do. I never told him. I groomed him. I put him, let me make sure, because this might be a better word. Let me look up groom. I never said, man, you're going to go here, you're going to go this, you're going to do this. No. What I did, I found out, I said, what you want to do? Remember, he came to me saying, I don't never want nobody to be able to call me sorry in basketball again. So I had him there because he came to me. I said, I'm going to be hard on you. And some things I'm going to do, you ain't going to understand to get you better. So no, I didn't. Because he said groom, I did. He said, because it means neat. Then he said a manipulative process where someone builds a relationship and trust and bond. No, I didn't groom him then. I didn't groom him. I got to find another word. Let me find another word. I'm always doing this, y'all. I'm always I'm always looking for other words. Here we go. Groom. I'm always looking for something to enhance my vocabulary. So I didn't groom him because I didn't manipulate him. What I did, I knew I prepared him. I trained him. Prepared him. I like prepared him. I prepared him. Trying to see if there's another word. I taught him. I prepped him. But keep going. I manicured him. I tutored him. I disciplined him. Cultivated him. I never pushed him. Because I didn't want to open the door to bad decisions and being overbearing. He still to this day think he made the decision to go to Cornell. But I kept putting stuff in him in front of him about being captain of industry. Being the people at Cornell and Harvard, they don't go there to look for a job. They go to create jobs so other people can work for them. I kept doing that to him. Let me see. He said, I've done the same as Jay Jackson. We have never met you personally, Mr. Hatter, but thank you. Thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you. All I'm trying to do, y'all, is just share. When I'm taking these African-American study classes, they was just talking about how over and how the tribes and how the people used to learn. You know, they didn't go to college. They didn't have a lot of them did. But they learned from an old wise man, a griot or a jolly. In the tribe, he sits by a tree, and everybody learned from the elders. And the elders pass it down to the other ones, the other people who gonna teach. So when something happened to him, somebody else is teaching. Now what you said, You led him to the water and allow him to drink from his fountain of opportunities. Great. Yes. That's all I try to do. Yo, he could have quit. Yo, going to Ivy League school and playing basketball is hard. Some people don't make it all the way through. Some people have NIL thrown in their face, and they leave Princeton and go over and try to play for Florida and stinking the place up. It was a crossroads. Just in case y'all just wondering. His last year, it's sophomore, his junior year, during that summer, his coach got fired. They brought in a whole new coach, a coach from Princeton. Watch this. A team we used to battle with. And Robert battle. When he go against you, he go against you. And ain't no telling what he done said to this coach. Now this coach is coaching him now. Robert didn't want to play for him. He said, Dad, I want to play for this dude. Get me out of here. So I said, okay. Go think about it for a while. I'm working on it. I'm at the Final Four. Notre Dame, Yale, Stanford, everybody. I said, Robert, if y'all make that jump, because they know the coach got fired. If y'all make the jump, no, bro. We didn't go up there to play basketball. We used your goodness, greatness at basketball to be able, watch this, ladies and gentlemen, to catapult you in front of it was 20,000 applicants trying to get in Cornell in 2013. Then but 3,000 of them get in. My son was one of that 3,000 that got in. We use, basketball didn't use us. We use basketball to skip the line of them 17,000 that didn't make it. Basketball put him into the front of that line. We didn't come up here to play no damn basketball. We came up here to get this education. Did y'all hear what I just said? This for the people in the back. Ladies and gentlemen, he thought about it. He called me with that mess. I said, all right. I said, Daddy gonna look at it. Hey, Daddy gonna look at it. But if you ever go up to Cornell right now and you go into the Dyson School of Business, it's something on the wall that will always be there. A project that young man was working on, him and his team. Watch this. It's sitting on, if you go into business, if you look up at the top, it said, The Gender Effect on IPO Pricing by Courtney Bouveas, Athena Barremo, Robert Hatter, Megan Southern, and Will Van Ulen. These kids' work was so great, they put it on the wall. It's going to stay there forever. And when I went through there, I had to take a picture of it. And you think we going to leave for some basketball? You got to be out your rabbit ass mind. And all I did is remind him, why did we come here? We came here to be a CEO. We came here to be Steve Ballmer. the dude that signed the check on the front, not the player, Chris Paul, who signed it on the back, who they, in the middle of the night, after you done spent 12 years in being an all-star and 21 years in the league, they tell you to take your black ass back home because we don't want you on our team no more. You want to be the boss. You want to be the, you want to be the guy holding the strings, not the puppet. You don't want to be Pinocchio. You want to be Geppetto. That's, ladies and gentlemen, if I get one young man to think like that, guess what? He went back to school, said, okay, I got to deal with this. Nothing changed. The offense changed. We went to Spain, went all over the, dude. What if, like these parents, well, baby, let's get you out of it. Them folks ain't did nothing to you up there. Your coach got fired. They didn't say they didn't want you, they didn't want the coach. We got to start thinking about this. How my daughter got into Columbia and they only accepted 30 students a year for her grad program. The program that he was at, the reason we went to Cornell over every other school, because at the Dyson School of Business, ain't but 100 of them accepted, 100 and certain. Because see, when he graduated from the regular school, then he graduated from the business. He had 2 graduations in the same day. That's why we went to that particular building right there. I just showed you that placard. Ladies and gentlemen, if you go there right now, that's up on the wall. They say it's gonna be there forever. So he didn't go up there playing around. He went up there doing something. Yo, this is how our kids supposed to be. Darryl Barnes been watching this show all this time. Guess what his daughter? Let me put it up. Let me. He been listening and listen to this and watch this. We ain't playing on this show. How my daughter got in Columbia. They only accepted 30 students a year for her grad program. So yes, it's tough. It's tough. His dad learned from this show. Daughter took an undergrad at University of Texas. Now she's going to Columbia. Gonna change her whole life. Yo, this Kirk Collins. It is what it is, Kirk Collins. Doug Jones. Where was I? But those the kind of things, I don't know, how did we get here? yeah. Hold up, how did we get here? But it's Women Rock Wednesday, and I did want, I got to share this with you, okay? All right? Because I saw something, right? Friend of mine, get her ass on TV. And this is what she said. Watch this.
Texas is not a blue state. It is not a purple state. It is a red state. You must be a centrist Democrat to win. You must be a person that toes the line. You may be a moderate Democrat, but you better be leaning more conservative. And some of the politics that she espouses, I simply don't agree with. I do not agree with opening up the borders to all immigrants, and she does. I do not agree with men and women's sports, and she does. So we are diametrically opposed as black women and members of the Divine Nine Greek letter organization. She's a Delta, I'm an AKA, we're polar opposites. I'd probably vote for Tallarico if I was a Democrat. Texas is not a blue state. It is not a purple state. It is a red state.
Did y'all hear that shiggity? That's our problem right there. Zealous error. That's an attorney talking. But watch this, y'all. Watch what she said at the end. Play it one more time, and y'all gonna get it.
Texas is not a blue state. fine 9 Greek letter organization. She's a Delta, I'm an AKA. We're polar opposites. I probably vote for.
Why did she bring that up? We're polar opposites? Thank you, Darrell Barnes. Thank you, Darrell Barnes. I don't need a woman talking to right now. We got no women on the feed. Y'all, that pissed me off. I know that girl. I know that lady. Ladies and gentlemen, I got to go here. Got to go here. You know, I talk about some more sports tomorrow, but I got to go here. Ladies and gentlemen, what y'all trying to do? What y'all trying to do to Jasmine Crockett? Thank you. It's not about her. She's fine. She's informed. She understands power a whole lot better than these fools that are trying to drag her online. What this is really about. Y'all, this bothered me because I know the lady. And she went on Fox. Y'all know she went on Fox. That's Fox News she talking on. Fake news she talking on. But this is really about is how comfortable some of y'all are at being wrong loudly while pretending you are principled. And this disgusts me. Lakeisha, Trey Phillips. So let's get this straight. Let's get something straight. Let's get something straight right here. Boom, boom, room. That's why I tell y'all to share the show. Because people like her, I'm gonna send her this. Because being a single issue voter is a privilege. I just got a single issue. That's what I'm gonna vote on. That's what I'm gonna vote. That's a privilege. Full stop. If you can afford to decide who deserves your support based on one issue, because you learn about it online from somebody yapping and you don't even bother to fact check them, that tells me everything I need to know about the life that you're living. Because Black people don't get single issue lives. We don't get to wake up and say, hey, you know what? Today I'm going to just worry about foreign policy. Well, Trey, we're worried about whether, y'all, we worried about whether our communities get health care, whether our vote count, whether our kids make it home safe, whether the air is poisonous. We don't have no one issue. We got a lot of, whether the police gonna show restraint, whether the economy collapse on our backs, all at the same time. And you come talking about a freaking border with your Black ass. So when I see I can't support Jasmine because of one issue. You like that, don't you? You like that, don't you, Eric? Eric, you can tweet it out. Just tell him, Robert. So when I see those people, I can't support Jasmine because of this one issue. What I actually hear is, I never had to survive layered harm, layers of harm. And I'm too arrogant to realize. And here is where I really get a little bit out of shape. A lot of y'all aren't even forming your own opinions. You are cosplaying conviction. Did you hear her? You saw a phrase somewhere. You saw somebody say something about AIPAC, and somehow that turned into she doesn't stand with Palestine. And instead of asking what, who said that? How much is she getting? When did she take it? What vote? What constraint? What's her actual record? You got up here on this damn internet and doubled down. You repeated all because it felt righteous. Oh, she thought she was doing something. Ooh-wee. Man, my man, and went took care of Marshall Falk. Marshall Falk, hold up, y'all. Marshall Falk got his gear. Hold up, y'all. Y'all came. Marshall Falk got his Anthony Lawrence collection gear. I got to put it up. I got to put it up. I got to put it up there for y'all. Marshall Falk, Southern University, new coach. He been shopping. He right down there anyway. He right down there where the store is. Look. That man at the shop right now. In Baton Rouge, they got a flagship store in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. The Anthony Lawrence collection. That's Marshall Falk. Got his gear on right now. Look at that. Look at that. But let me keep going. See, y'all, I got to talk about this sometime because the Women Rock Wednesday. I can't be having our people just come on and y'all ain't listening because y'all on this internet and y'all come back and double down and repeat all this stuff because it felt righteous. But something tells me you out here screaming Black Lives Matter, right? That's not ethics. This stuff y'all doing is lazy. And notice this pattern is ugly. The anger didn't go. Watch this, y'all. The anger didn't go to party leadership. Y'all got to hear this. All of this anger, it's not going to Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer. It didn't go to the lobbying laws, the structure of the U.S. foreign policy, the system that limits what junior members of Congress can actually do. Y'all didn't think about that, but Robert Hatter here to tell you, no, y'all didn't think about it. Y'all went straight to the black woman again. Just like you did. We're talking about Joe Biden policies with Kamala Harris policy. She was the vice president. Go to the black woman again. What? Because you know she's a safe target. Not around Robert Hatter. You know she would be scrutinized harder. Not around the chop shop. You know perfection would be demanded of her. Not from me. And you also know that they're going to pile on and feel justified. And you do it anyway. That's not accountability. That's cowardice. Trey, And I know this because I know on this show, I talk about hard stuff. I talk about stuff that people get mad at me when I talk about the summer basketball community. I talk about medical neglect. I talk about the state violence. I talk about everything. I talk about systemic harm. I talk about how they doing the black coaches. I talk about how they doing. I talk about the hard stuff. And every single time, there's always someone who is not listening to understand. They just listening to respond. On this show, I can sit up here and talk about something. Some people just type just to respond. They ain't listening to what the hell I say. They already decide they're right. I don't be trying to be right. I just be trying to ask y'all questions. When you say something, I never forget. Perfect example. This just happened the other day. I came on here and said Andrew Barry went to Princeton. And I thought he went to Harvard. But guess what? His twin brother went to Princeton. So I just got the brothers mixed up. But guess what? When he told me, I said, okay, thank you. If you got the right information, I want it. Trey, Kevin Allen, if you got the right information, I want it. No, I ain't Mr. Know-it-all. I'm Mr. Learn-it-all because I want to learn. So if you got information, but now you can't come to me with your little opinions without no facts. But if I come and you got facts that back up what you're saying, okay, I'm there. Some of y'all just, I'm telling you, y'all don't listen to understand. Y'all listen to just respond. You already decided that you were right. Y'all already memorized your talking point. You don't even think about it. You just, you just waiting on your turn to speak. We've been watching MAGA do that for damn near a decade. Cold, unmoved. They have canned combativeness. Canned. I mean, they got it canned. They got it repeated, on repeat. Candace Orange, on repeat. Charlie Kirk, on repeat. They know what to say. I can say the sky's blue. Yeah, but this car is on. They just talking about something else. Because it's canned. It's programmed. And some of y'all get on this internet and swear that you're different. You call yourself progressive. But you sound like them. Different slogans, same emptiness. So let me be painfully clear, as the author says. This isn't justice. This isn't solidarity. This is not strategy that these people are doing doing a horror in Kamala, the Jasmine. This is a bandwagon group think. Purity, politics, and moral grandstanding. You sit up and talking about you law and order, president, but you got 34 convicted felons. You sit up here and talk about Donald Trump is a God sent to us. You white preachers, I ain't heard no one of y'all say nothing. But then he in the Epstein file messing with them kids. You ain't said nothing. He said he can grab a girl on her private parts and say nothing. But y'all, purity politics and all of you all wrapped up in the comfort of people who have never had the experiences, multiple crises at once like we have. And the reason this pisses me the hell off is because moments don't fail because of the right. They fail because people like that, girl, I just tear apart coalitions from inside. They always gonna get one of us on Fox to come say that and turn around and call it virtue. Jasmine Crockett doesn't need saving from me. She don't need say, I'm going to vote for the woman. But the bottom line is that some of y'all need to be honest about the fact that your politics are shallow. They are borrowed and powered by Jill Stein. And oh, you never Kamala mantras instead of reality. Never Kamala, never Kamala. All you white women who went and vote, talk that stuff out, talking about white women from Kamala, and then go in there and vote for that damn swine. Every time, y'all F this thing up every single time. This man can't even say Rob Reiner and his wife suffered a horrible death from that crazy ass, drug head ass son, and he got something negative to say about that. Ladies and gentlemen, I couldn't help it. I couldn't help it. I had to give y'all that. Trying to see where I missed something that I want to tell y'all before tomorrow. This is stuff that I have locked up inside of me sometimes, man. And I just had to get it out. But I did. Boy, we ain't gonna have time for this one. I got a good one for y'all tomorrow. I want to ask y'all. Y'all bring it to me tomorrow. I want to bring some friends. Bring your friend. Tell a friend tomorrow. Why rappers, athletes, celebrities, why do they recycle the same women? That's tomorrow, not today. I don't want to hear you comment today. Do your homework. I want to know why. And then I'm going to leave with this. Why? Tomorrow. That's tomorrow. I want to know why. Some young people called me and asked me, had a in the snap when he sent the message on X about I guess you snapped when he sent the message. Yeah. I didn't snap. I know Rob Reiner don't like him. He been talking about it. People be talking about me all the time crazy. I don't mean I'm gonna come over and talk about me. This dude spliced my show out and I didn't even attack him. I should have. This guy took some I said on the show and went and took it and sent it to everybody. You know what them folks said? That's Robert's show. He can do whatever the hell he want on his show. But you know what? I was thinking about this, and I'm gonna end the show with this. This young man I saw, he went to the Detroit Pistons. He lived in Detroit and asked them if he got into a room full of his boys, that he's got a program with his boys, and asked them who wanted to be an NBA star. He said 95% of them guys gonna raise their hands. He said, but reality is maybe one of them might make it. But probably none of them actually will go to the NBA. How do we get them to the NBA? Since they want to be there, how do we get them there? Without being hyper-focused on the 15 spots that's on the floor. We got a young man out of this city. I think he might have went to West Side. He played in the rookies organization, summer basketball, under the tutelage of Kevin Granger and Kevin Allen. Young man went off to play college basketball. Now he's working for the Clippers. So he's in the NBA, but he ain't got one of them 15 spots. So the Pistons and all the 29 other teams in the league have hundreds, maybe even thousands of positions within the organization, within sports and entertainment. The kids could be a director of ticket sales. That means you control all the tickets. Control who come in and who get the ticket. You're still in the NBA. You get a ring. You can be the trainer. Or even from an entrepreneurial standpoint, you can be a contractor that works with the Houston Rockets. But this young man went to the Pistons, and this who he was talking to the Pistons. We need to get somebody to get who got an organization with some young boys in it to go to talk to Les Alexander. Not there. Who was Les Alexander? Timothy Fertitta and them like this. There are so many positions that they can be around the game that they love. Not just be caught up in the 15 spots that on the floor that they've been fighting for years. And being marketed to our young boys since forever. Them 15 spots. They only been marketing these 15 positions in an organization that have thousands of positions. He told them, I have kids. He told the Pistons, I have kids. You got programming, Pistons, you got programming. I got the kids, you got the programs. He also said that everyone wants to work for the Pistons. So what he did, he said, okay, I want to get affiliated and get my boys affiliated with the Motor City Cruise, the G League team. You know why? He said, so now they can go sit with the president of the Motor City Cruise for a whole day. He got more time than the president of the Houston Rocket has. Y'all follow me? I'm getting somebody idea around here now. See, the Rockets got the Rio Van Grande, Rio Grande, Rio something. That's their team. Rio Valley. Grand Rio Valley. But their motto is the streets can't have our boys. The streets can't have them. The prisons can't have them. And the graves can't have them. If he's going to actually fulfill that motto, he have to put those boys in positions to be able to do real life things with jobs and careers that they can actually be successful in. The couple that may go to the Rio Grande Valley, Rio Grande Vipers, yeah. The couple that may go to the NBA, he support them too. But for the 99% that won't, we need you to be successful too. Y'all got me? Let's quit focusing on the 15 spots. When I go up here, I go to the Clippers, and the reason I'm going to the Clippers, let me tell you, that man there done hide. That man employed. For them to be getting their ass whooped, organization. They getting their heads stomped. But this man right here, Steve Ballmer, he hiring everybody. I'm trying to look at it. Hold on. I'm gonna show you how he don't play no games. Look what he got. Got the company. See careers. Got careers. Open position. You can work for the Intuit Dome. Let me see what he said about careers. You can work, oh my God. View for opening positions. This man ain't playing, man. Let me see what the positions are. Marketing, Graphic Design Association, internships, business interns right now in Inglewood, California. Sign up now and work for the Clippers. This man ain't playing out there. What they got for the Intuit Dome? Just letting you know about, yo, this the kind of stuff I be talking about, man. Y'all be playing around. These folk, hold on. I'm trying to find, okay, the team. Let's see. Team leaders. I don't even want to look at the team. I don't even want to look at the basketball part. I want to look at them dudes in that front office. I'm looking for the front office. See, it's hard to get to the front office. They want you to be looking at the front office. No, I want to look at the bosses. I want to look at the bosses. Get me out of there. Get me to the executive suites. Let me see, suites, mini plan. I don't want to talk about no team leaders schedule. I don't want to talk about them. See there? See, they ain't. See, it's not highlighted in there. What? It's 2 o'clock. Oh, that's right. I owe y'all 9 minutes. Hold up, y'all. I'm trying to find it. Go look at the Rockets, somebody. Tell me what they got. Let me see. Can I find the executive? Official site. Give me the official site of the Clippers. I'm just serious. I'm just curious. Man, I want to know. I want to know, where's the executive guys, man? I used to know exactly what this stuff is. I ain't been looking at it in a long time. Let's see. I want to know the executives. Them the people who make the decisions. I want to know who didn't tell them people. Watch this. Okay. Who didn't tell them people not to deal with Kawhi Leonard? When did they, hold on. Who runs the Clippers? Let's go. Who runs the Clippers? Where's the staff? Y'all know I'm nosy, right? Y'all leave me alone. Steve Ballmer, I know he the man, but I'm trying to go to tell me. Oh, here we go. Clippers organization. That's all I want. I don't want to look at the players. We know who the players are. We don't want to hear about them. We want to find out. See, they ain't gonna have that easy for you. When you want to know that, hold on, here we go. When you want to know that, okay, you got Andrew. Look at here. Y'all, let me just count. Executive and staff. I ain't talking about the coaches. Let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28. It's just so many. It's thousands. It's a lot. Oh, that's just page 1. Let me go to page 2. Ladies and gentlemen, we looking in the wrong place. They got a chief of communications. They got a staff accountant. They got an IT manager. They got 2 of them. They got human resources assistant, a human resources coordinator. They got, we had talking about the assistant coach. They got 1 lead assistant. They got, hold on, let me see. Head coach, they got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 damn coach. Then you got basketball of operations, general manager, assistant general manager, another assistant general manager, director of pro scouting, director of international scouting, vice president of basketball strategies, director of college player personnel, director of team operations, senior manager of basketball operations, director of research and analytics. This on the second page, y'all. Assistant director of college basketball players, scouting manager, basketball operations assistant, assistant video coordinator, basketball administrative coordinator, head video coordinator, pro scout, 2 pro scouts, regional scout, international scout analyst, college scout, advanced scout, scouting director. Do have any, ain't nobody commenting on this. Y'all still there? Data analyst, statistician, 4 of them. Equipment manager, assistant, entertainment assistant. Basketball data analyst. Assistant team chef. Executive assistant. Office administrator. 2 of them. Can anybody hear me? Guess what? Guess what? I'm gone. I hope y'all telling y'all kids this. Them people got a lot of jobs out there on 30 teams. And we trying to be one of the 15. And that's it. But I'm out of here. Have fun. See y'all tomorrow. What I say tomorrow? Why do these guys date the same people tomorrow? We'll talk about that. I'm out of here. Bye.